Yeah, what's going on? What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? We in here. Hell yeah, we in here. What's going on? But y'all, damn, already. Randall Brown, shout out to Theo, Kamoyo Kid, Gray, and D-Real for making it to the letters page in the final issue. Yes, yes, bittersweet, bittersweet. What's going on, Groovy Feed? What's going on? Bittersweet, bittersweet, man. Congratulations to everybody. Recast T'Challa, Black Panther fan group, Rock With Me Nation, everybody that showed this volume of Black Panther support, buying the comics, various covers, writing in, M Heroes, Marvel, okay. Shout out to all y'all. Congratulations to all y'all and everything like that. Man, thank y'all so much for doing what it did. Like the only time you can be mad at the result is if you ain't done nothing. and everybody did their part. So congratulations, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much. You didn't just talk about it, you were actually about it. Yeah, big ups to y'all, big ups to y'all, big ups to y'all. And I say y'all because I read the comic first. I ain't even go to the letters page because I'm low-key in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. Went to the back, the very last letters page. I said, well, I guess, you know. Then I turned to the front. I said, well, damn, there it is. But y'all don't hear that in the background. I promise y'all, I hear Boys II Men singing It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. Like I did. Like, I'm back to the album, Cooley High Harmony. I'm back there. I'm like, we ain't gonna spend too much time on that though. 1943 game trailer. In due time. In due time. In due time. Hold what you got though. Don't let that go. Keep that same energy. Hold. Don't go nowhere with that one. Yeah, great man. We made it, man. We made it. Oh man. Salute. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Looks like we made it. We did. We did. My brother D-Real in the building. My fellow Devil Dog Juju is in the building. Jairus is in the building. Oh man. So before I get into this, I'm giving a spoiler warning right now. Yes, yes. If you have not read it, you might want to check out. You might want to. I'm just telling you, you might want to check out. I'm gonna count to 3. If you still here, I'm assuming you want it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Y'all still here? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a few more seconds. Because y'all know this ain't gonna go right if I ain't got this. So we got Black Panther 10. I immediately go to the back of the book because I'm looking for certain stuff. Stuff that I've grown accustomed to finding as a comic book reviewer. You say this the last issue. I don't know. We don't got. That's improper English for real. We don't got any official word, once again, in proper English. So let me go to the back of the book. Alpha Flight. Y'all know the 4-issue, 5-issue miniseries. Yeah, okay. Very last issue, last page. You can find the other members of Alpha Flight here. Because the comic book was coming to an end. Okay. T'Challa's story continues in Black Panther Blood Hunt, issue 1. What is it? So it's official. This it. This it right here. That's the last comic book in this volume. That's it. Y'all hear that song? Except this time it's coming from the actual movie Cooley High Harmony. Cooley High. It's coming from the movie Cooley High. Do y'all hear them singing the song in the back? Y'all okay? So initial impressions right off the rip, issue 10 seems rushed. Issue 10, that was after reading it, that was the first thought that came to my mind. This rushed. Because this is a regular size comic. This ain't no double size issue. I feel like some stuff was left on the table. I feel like we left a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor just to get this story done in 10 issues. And what have we heard about Ewing? She tell a long story. Well, I'm just gonna say I open it up. We get what the young lady that Kavisi Moore has possessed. It's her fault she possessed. She walked her happy behind in the mortuary in the first damn place. So what she got going on right now is her own damn fault. Anyway, we got T'Challa and Basa because they didn't walk up in the mortuary too. All right, cool. Kavisi Moore, purple haze, purple smoke, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I know, times are changing. It's time we all reached out for something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader. You better make up your mind. I think you better chose. Let me guide you to the purple rain. Yeah, that ain't what happened in this comic book. That's not what happened. I should know the song. The dude then died on my birthday. I don't know when Prince Roger Nelson was born, but I know what day he died on. He died on April 21st. Thank you, Prince. Thank you. But for the rest of my life, I will never have that day to myself. Thank you for that. But anyway, I don't know what Basa finna do. Because Basa ain't got no plot armor. T'Challa tell her, say, listen, you got to go. Get on up out of here now before we get tuned in. What's going on? Come on, yo. What's going on? So yeah, he tell Basa to bounce. Hey, get on up out of here. This finna go left. Now, I understand if folks had a problem with this. So T'Challa get the story in and of itself. If you're gonna believe it, you're gonna believe it. We're gonna suspend imagination. Kavisi Moore is working with the crime families to launder money off of Wakanda to Wakanda Prime. Like they not just washing their money out of country. They washing their money off planet, and they using human souls to do it. I don't know. First of all, who built it? Like we got a whole space station, a whole reality station. Who that? It's not from. It's from Wakanda, but it's not T'Challa. Who built it? And how nobody knew? Anyway, if some folks have a problem with this part right here, I get it. T'Challa, D-Real. Buddy looked like he in the action figure, that Black Panther action figure you just got. That's what that looked like. Minus the gold trimmings, that's what that looked like. That's what I thought about. I said, wait a minute. D-Real got this action figure already. I know. You could modify it though. Great. See how we doing that? Come on, yo. That action figure is 30 something, 35 bucks. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Anyway, so the problem that people might have with this is when T'Challa thinks Nightshade. I must remember to thank Nightshade later. This suit is very comfortable. See, I'm able to remember stuff, and I remember going back to issue 1 when folks are like, why is Nightshade there? I liked it. Recall from the past, right? So T'Challa got to lean on somebody else for technology. I remember. I said he was just getting some information. I did. Folks, they're taking away from T'Challa's intelligence. They're giving it to everybody else. I understand. I do. If the same folks who say they're trying to give T'Challa's intelligence to Shuri, trying to give T'Challa's intelligence to Nightshade, I understand if based on that statement, folks feel some type of way. I absolutely do. I'm aware of it. I am. So I wouldn't have put that in there. I wouldn't have put that in there. I wouldn't have put that in there. Now, if I'm gonna try my best to explain it away, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Nightshade had access to resources that T'Challa didn't have access to. But then, if I said that to me, I would look at me and I would say, well, where did he get his headquarters from? Because then you tell me he did that. That's what I would say to me. I'll be checking me all day. You said he built that on his own. So if he did all that on his own, he got his whole disguise and everything like that. Like folks can't tell who he is over here. And he doing all that. Why he need her assistance putting him some armor? Why he need her help? And when did he talk to her? And when did he know that this was what was going to happen? Because I don't think one time, issues 1 through 9, he knew he might need to go out in space in the particular suit that he got on. I don't think that was covered one time. That's what I would say to myself. And I would look at me and I would be like, that's what I would say to myself. Let me keep going. Hey, what's going on? I tell him what's going on. Like I said, I'm fair. I read it. I didn't want nobody to think I didn't read it. I read it. Y'all know I'm fair. I'm fair. Y'all, yeah, I am. I'm fair. I read it though. I read it. So I'm always happy when the Black Panther comic come out. And don't mind me, y'all. That's okay. And Starker T'Challa never find out. Yeah, maybe everyone was so just busy with everything else. And it's not like it's small. Nevertheless, it's there. It's a huge space station. It's huge. It's monumental. T'Challa put the call out. Thank you. Now, see, if I'm able to clown about, Nightshade and the suit, I like who he called. We're gonna touch on that later. But he finds Inyobi, Shangamai's son. Got the body, ain't got no soul. And Yobi did say he couldn't dance though, didn't he? So T'Challa put out the call, and we get intergalactic M'Baku. Thank you. He's not a bad guy. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Dr. Ewing. Thank you. He is not a bad guy. And you remember Ta-Nehisi Coates. This because I don't think I saw him last volume. I don't think I saw him last volume. But thank you. You give me him. This is who T'Challa called. He reached out to M'Baku, intergalactic M'Baku, alternate history analog of Earth's Jabari chieftain, freedom fighter, regent of the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. T'Challa give him a call. He come with his peoples. T'Challa say, hey man, put this in here. Mind you, Base's girlfriend, still alive, T'Challa finds her. What does he do? He got memory disc, and I'm gonna call him, that's what I'm gonna call him, I'm gonna simplify it. He got memory disc. He give everybody a memory, he give him all the memory discs and everything of everybody. I don't know how he knew, well, he T'Challa. When I say I don't know how he knew, I don't know how he knew everybody's memories that was in that big ass space station. Nevertheless, you tell him M'Baku, say, listen, make sure everybody good. I'm gonna go back here and handle this business. All right, Kabisima. Now, somebody might ask, why did this story take so long? Because Theo, you've been saying this is the most dangerous man alive. I have. I ain't backing away from that. I did say the most dangerous man alive. I said that. I said that. He took on Vlad the Impaler, Vlad, super soldier. T'Challa ain't have no Black Panther ability. Put his hands on it. So I'm not taking that back. Now, if I have to explain why this fight took a little bit longer, considering Telly just sprinkled some dust on Buddy. That's all he did, just sprinkle some dust on Buddy. Two things. One, Kabisima is a whole lot stronger this time around, so T'Challa probably would have needed a whole bunch of dust. Two, and I like this one right here. Two, he was probably more concerned about restoring the souls to the bodies than just beating Kabisima. See, if he beats Kabisima, the souls are lost. So no, he had to get the souls back. Okay, so cool. We get that. We see Base's girlfriend. We get that. T'Challa come back to Earth. Get into it with Alenia. He tells Alenia to reject Kabisima. Nobody ever does that. I've never, very seldom does the bad guy who's inhabited by the evil spirit gives up the evil spirit at the end. It kind of go hand to hand with each other. Same thing. She don't give it up. She got a third eye too. Look ugly. Like this ain't Doctor Strange's third eye. That's not what that is. This thing look ugly. This thing look ugly. T'Challa get into it with Kabisima, and I don't know. I guess Kabisima snatches the soul out of him. I'm thinking about the fact that I could literally say Alenia just snatched T'Challa's soul, and those of us that ain't got a lick of damn sense would fall out laughing. So she snatched his soul. Get that, understand that, I'm with that. What I don't understand is they say M'Baku, he doesn't look like the others. It's like his body isn't all the way here. He is but a shell of himself. His body is on the battlefield, but his aura appears here. Kabisima has devoured his soul. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think how his soul wound there. Because Kabisima had the physical bodies on the space station. After she would consume somebody, consume the soul, body. Their body would be on the space station. And I don't know how that's going down, but because we never got that, we never got that clarification. But because she got in Yobi, we don't know. And no, because you remember when T'Challa went to Yobi's apartment, he was like, he just disappeared. Couldn't sense his soul, and Yobi was transferred to another plane of existence. So Kabisima ain't just snapped. I don't. No, that wasn't in Yobi. And Yobi actually walked his behind into the mortuary. This was the other person that was missing. Y'all see, I'm trying, the wheels turning. I'm picking up what she putting down. I feel the ship was LOL solely built to bring in the intergalactic empire, since the last dude wanted to act as if it didn't. He did, didn't he? So the best way I can explain this is that T'Challa is fighting Kubisima. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying. And now he is letting him die. Can't bring him back with the same rights you used for the others. The bodies of the other were intact, gratefully awaiting the return of their lost soul. His body is broken. How is his body broken? I get it. They fighting, but I don't see nothing in here showing his body getting snap, crackle, pop. I don't see nothing like that. So I don't know how his body broken, but that's what we do. Nevertheless, and Yobi says he may have something, and he talks to T'Challa's body. That's not really there, but I guess it's his soul. And he reminds T'Challa's soul of things that have been on T'Challa's mind since Dr. Ewing's run. Come back to us, our king. Come back to us, Wakanda protector. Come home, T'Challa. Come home, my friend. And that is when T'Challa snaps back. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he did to Kubisima. I don't know. Basic comeback. She put hands on the linear. I don't know. Story over. Story over. That's why I said it seemed rushed. It seemed rushed to me. Story's over. The people come back. All the people that Kubisima had devoured their souls have been returned. Besa gets her lady friend back. They good to go. She bids farewell to T'Challa. A few weeks later, T'Challa gets a call. He got to return back home. Besa want to know, hey, you just gonna leave the biddy like that? You know, you just go, hey, the biddy is in good hands, i.e. your hands. You good. So Besa is going to be a protector of the biddy. Not opposed to that at all. If I am opposed to anything, oh, he does get a letter. He does write a letter to Nyobi, thanking him for bringing him back to life. That's it. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. But Baz, how can folks make Baz Champion appear vulnerable to spirit attacks? Jerris, I ain't forgot you. I'm coming back. I don't know, Kamoyo. I don't know. Like I said, I felt like issue 10 was rushed. I really felt like she probably needed another issue or two to finish that story with Kubisima. Still got some questions unanswered. We do get an Mtele reference in there. What I'm disappointed about, aside from the fact that the run came to an end, is that I'm looking at characters like Besa, I'm looking at characters like Kubisima, I'm looking at characters like Mtele. When we gonna see him again? When we gonna see Nyobi again? That's the reoccurring thing. It's a damn shame. Wakanda, the characters, there are a lot of characters there to do something with, and all we keep doing is just keep adding to the mix. We don't use anything with it. It's like, okay, here we go, the refrigerator. Well, all we doing is keep putting food in the refrigerator. We ain't eating none of it that's in there. We eat a little bit when it comes out initially off the stove or once it's cooked, but once we finish eating, we just put it in the refrigerator. We don't go back and touch them. Well, damn, at some point in time, you're gonna run out of room in the refrigerator. At some point in time, you're gonna run out of room. I don't know. I don't know. all 10 issues. Am I satisfied with this run in regards to the previous run? Oh, hell yeah. That's easy. That's easy. This should have been 15 issues. It sure feel like it. It sure. I mean, I'm gonna call it like I see it. There's some meat left on the bone. Like, nah, it feel rushed. It does. It feel rushed. Like, I'm not one of those people that's feeling some type of way about her pacing. I don't mind that type of pace. It seemed like there was some more meat left on the bone. Now, the thing is that we knew the comic was, well, we knew about a month ago, 2 months ago, the comic was coming to an end. So the question then becomes, was this her or was it the editorial team? Now, if it was the editorial team, we can't say nothing up because once again, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was the editorial team, but we can't seem to get in contact with the editorial team to let them know how we feel about certain things. Hey, CB Sabowski, how you doing? So I don't know. But yeah, I'm with you, Jerence. I'm with you. So how do you feel about the entire series, or do you want to leave that topic for another video? No, it's What a Week It Was Wednesday. It's What a Week It Was Wednesday. No, we're going to get it in. Overall, I'm not going to say 1 out of 10. That's too many numbers. I'm going to say 1 out of 5. Overall, 1 out of 5. I give it a 3.5. I give it a 3.5. If last issue would have been if the last issue would have did more for me, I probably would have given it a 4 out of 5. But the run in and of itself, all things considered, I give it 3 out of 5, 3.5 stars out of 5. Part of that, you gave she older characters. She gave me some new characters that were related to older characters. She didn't overcook the grits, her writing style. Nobody believed that Amalolo and Jai were in T'Challa's past. You don't have that problem with Nyobi. You're not looking at Nyobi and talking about, how does T'Challa know him? No, oh, that's Shanghai son? Oh, okay. Even with what she did with Sister Divine Justice, older sister, she didn't make it seem like her and T'Challa been knowing each other. Yeah. Oh, that's her older, that's my little sister. Oh, that's your little sister? It made sense. Another reason why I say it felt rushed. We never saw her get to come back to what she was initially talking about in the first few issues, that everybody in Wakanda is not happy with the current political system. Not everybody's happy. She hinted to that quite a few times. We never got that back. And I don't believe that was her just putting it out there and she didn't plan on touching it. Even if we look at the letter that when she spoke to Mr. Smith, which is why my brother D Real feels some type of way, because it's almost as if I understand why some people feel like they were doing this for nothing. What I would say to them is that if at the end of the day the glass is half full, i.e. you got something out of this, then it wasn't as bad as you thought. Because what was the last? If we had to give the other run 1 out of 5 stars, it got a 0. It ain't even registered. So if we're looking at that's the worst it can get, or the worst we've ever gotten, well, who would we say is the best writer thus far when it comes to a Black Panther run? That's going to be debatable. That's going to be debatable. What's not debatable is the worst one. The worst writer on Black Panther, that's not debatable. Okay, well, that's her platform. That's her board. If he's here, where was she at? If you're going to give him a 1, that ain't no 2. It's only a 2 if you start him off at 0 and you being, you're being, you're judging it the way you want to. But she's at least 2 clicks above John Ridley, is what I'm saying. She's at least 2 clicks above him. So if you got her at 1, if you got him at 1, she at 3. If you got him at 1, she at 3. I got him at 0. I got her at 3.5 because I love the way she was able to connect the present to the past through subtle storytelling. I absolutely enjoyed that. I did. So for that, she's going to get that with me. She didn't embarrass T'Challa. She did not embarrass him. I know quite a few people had problems with the pacing. Well, if the pacing was you wanted the story to move faster, a la Brian Hill, straight shooter, different writers do different things. But could you appreciate the good things that she did, that she brought to the table? She didn't leave it out there. Now, mind you, and I like Brian Hill as far as how he addresses people in social media and everything. Hey, that ain't what we're doing. She didn't let it linger out there. When folks had questions about the relationship status between Besa and T'Challa, remember, folks were, oh, that's the new Catwoman. She calmed that right on down. No, Besa got a girlfriend, straight up and down. Even if we think about issue 1, I know I voiced a concern about there being female members of the Hatut Zeraze. She didn't do that no more. Either she or the artist, like, we can't do that. Not a problem. So I liked it. Giving me Mtele. Well, what did John really give you? Did you get another Panther from him? No. She thought enough of the family tree to connect the dots. You just need the other person to come in now and connect that same damn thing. She did it. So I give big ups to that in and of itself. Because watch this. How many writers have gave you T'Challa's family tree? That's to be applauded in and of itself. So I like that. I like the fact that by and large, this was T'Challa's story. Folks were like, well, we don't want to see this person. We don't want to see. You didn't see nobody else. This was T'Challa's story. Everybody else that was in there was just in there for a panel or so. If you want to say there was someone, and this, we would watch this. If this was a TV series, this wouldn't be a co-star. No, this would be a reoccurring role, i.e., it shows up in most of the episodes. That was Besa. Besa didn't show up in every comic. This, by and large, was all about T'Challa. Now, did we get the part of him trying to figure out who he was? We did. But did we also not get him last issue saying, I'm the Black Panther, whether I sit on that damn throne or not? Like, that's the sentiment. I'm him. I'm him. Like, if anything else, I'm him. I'm about that life. Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke? So, like I said, overall, I give it a 3.5. I give it a 3.5. Yeah, people did say she need time. Take my head, but they want to show shoehorn her into X-Men and heavily push blood. They needed more time to breathe. Marvel did this to move her to the X-Men book. And once again, exceptional X-Men. If it were me, and it's not, if there's a choice on the table and somebody say, Theo, you want to write exceptional X-Men or you want to continue with Black Panther? Who I'm writing? You got Emma Frost. Okay, that's what's up. Who else? You got Shadowcat, Kitty Pryde. All right. Okay, I know them. Who else? Axo. Who you say? Axo. It's new person. Who else you got? Melee. Who? You got Melee. Who in the hell is Melee? No, you not putting me. You not finna put me on no X-Men comic book. 5 characters and 3 of them brand new? Oh, hell no. And my name ain't etched in gold like Jonathan Hickman or some of these other writers. No, I'm gonna think you set me up for failure. That's what I'm gonna think. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. So why she ain't on the Storm book? They might feel like they didn't already gave her a quota. Hey, we already put you on. Didn't you do Photon last year? Yeah. Well, you can't have Storm this year. Give me 1 second here. Give me one second. Folks, give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna talk loud. Hold on. I'm back. We back. We've been trying to have to save stuff around here. Folks don't be understand. I used to play music when I was, loud back in the day. I did. I ain't gonna act like that. I did. But so we back. This needed more time to breathe. Marva did this to me. I hope that ain't what it felt rushed because it is. Like I said, that's how I felt. That I got a lot of questions after issue 10 that where the space station am I? Azudi has my hairstyle. He do, don't it? Jarence, I promise you, we're gonna come to that because I want to talk about it as bad as you want to, believe it or not, for a plethora of reasons. What's going on, Playing Poppy? What's going on, Mo Weenie? I would say it's the editors. They have these things planned out months to a year in advance. I can believe that. I can believe that. I can believe that. And that's why I've been kind of like, I don't want to say kind of like, more or less, let me give these people the benefit of the doubt. But man, at some point in time, man, you got to say something because CB Cebulski ain't taking that smoke. Like, ain't nobody looking at CB Cebulski sideways like they looking at Ewing. Ain't nobody calling him, and that be my thing right there. We be the ones that's in the crossfire. Someone said to me today, and I get it. Hey, John Ridley, he does a great job on Batman and everything like that. So maybe it was the editor. Well, John got to say something. John got to say something. And maybe he feel like I ain't got to say nothing. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because this is your name that's attached to this project. Brothers and sisters are looking at you sideways. They're not looking at CB Cebulski like that because you're the one that's black. You're the one that's black. You're the one that owes something to black people, especially after that Esquire magazine interview. Yes, I need you in a chair, sitting across from somebody with a whole bunch of questions. And they're not going to be wrong for asking them. If we can ask Elon Musk some questions, we can ask John Ridley some questions. So, it was a Doom movie ending. They just cut that mofo off abruptly. Now, I can't say nothing. Like I said, it seemed I don't know everything. I'm wrong. I done been wrong before. I'm gonna be wrong again. That's why I said if y'all felt like it seemed rushed, then it ain't just me. Motion Shabazz, what's going on? Thank you, Motion, for being here. SJ, I'm sorry, Theo, I cannot rock with it. T'Challa didn't end up as king again, and worst of all, he is thinking nice. If you looking for a debate, I ain't got none. if you looking for a debate, S-Jadix, I ain't got none. I can't tell you wrong for feeling that way. I know what you were looking for. I know what I'm easy. I just give me a good story. Just give me a good story. This is when Kamoya would say, Theo, stop trying to be political. Stop trying to be politically correct. It was the last issue for me. and I don't know who to blame for that. I was good issue 1 through 9. I feel like somebody came in and said by issue 7 or issue 6, they said, wrap it up. What? Wrap it up. Yeah. We got Blood Hunt coming out. We need you to wrap this thing up by issue 10. That's how it seems. That's how it's coming across. Like I'm writing this story and somebody say, hurry up and get to the end. You gave the last dude 15 issues. She got no mind. Please and thank y'all. Please and thank. I'll be forgetting. Listen, y'all, I'll be forgetting. So I'm gonna say this right now because Kamoyo, listen, click, like, share, subscribe. Also, when you watch the videos, don't skip through the commercials. We work hard to get them. That's how we get paid right here. Plant Poppy, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Juju? I can't say nothing. Yes, she got Russ clearly, which might prevent him getting back to the throne. Doesn't excuse giving a feat to Nightshade that he should have been able to do himself. You see how I ain't say nothing? I knew that was going. When I read it, I said, oh. When you locked in, when you tuned in, when you got your ear to the ground and everything like that, revolving, well, about certain characters, you can know when a writer didn't hit that thing out the park and when they didn't swung and missed. I was like, oh Lord, I wouldn't have put that in there. I know how the Black Panther fan base feel. I wouldn't have put that in there. But hey, it's just me. Mr. U292, what Theo? It's been a hot minute since I've been on one of your lives. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, we in here. We in here. So like I said, I give the story a 3.5 overall, and I'm giving that half for some other stuff. Considering I got John Ridley at a 0, I'll probably have her at a 3 overall. Like I said, I'm doing the 3.5 because of some other stuff. But if you, however you feel about her writing, the only thing that I would say, because everybody got an opinion, and everybody got a right to their own opinion. I would just ask us to be fair. We're not wrong with having concerns. We're not wrong with having constructive criticisms about the way the character was written. We're not wrong about that. I just would ask that we compartmentalize. She does answer to somebody. And if they can print out stories, they can read the letters. And if they can read the letters, they can understand our concerns, which is a nice segue to this right here. Let me get up real quick. Losing intelligence feet, boy, look. And see, that's the thing. That's my concern right there, S-Jadix. We put it on the writer. We put it on the writer. Eve has a boss. Now, I'm going to use it from this perspective. I was the head football coach for the Rickards Girls High School flag football team in 2020. If my quarterback does not throw that 10-yard out and she does something else, and it doesn't get us what it's supposed to get us, I'm hollering at her. If I draw up a play, and I'm using a female for a reason, and she wants to do something different, I'm going to holler at her. Now, what we've seen, and I think we're allowing the MCU to influence us. Nate Moore is a Black executive. That's a Black executive. Ryan Coogler is a Black writer. Now, we could say all day, every day that Nate Moore answers to Kevin Feige, but Ryan Coogler answers to Nate Moore. And not one point in time did Nate Moore ever correct Ryan Coogler as Ryan Coogler's boss. Well, CB Cebulski is Dr. Eve Ewing's boss, and at not one point in time did he correct her. She can have all the agendas she wants to if that's what she has. I'm not saying that she does, but it's the editor's responsibility to correct the writer. Now let's do this for a second because we don't give these cats enough credit. Watch where I go with this one, and you got to tell me how she managed to get it wrong. Tell me how she managed to get it wrong. You got Michelle Marchese as the assistant editor. You got Will Moss as the editor, and you got CB Cebulski as the editor-in-chief. How the nightshade thing slide past 3 sets of eyes. My problem is that when brothers and sisters do stuff that they may or may not know undercuts the Black community, they get the bulk load of the blame for it. We very seldom look at who they work for. That's wrong. Eve Ewing is not cutting her own paychecks. She's not. And it's one of the reasons why I have this channel and I do certain stuff on social media, is to let people know that we know as comic book fans, so they can't take certain liberties. Now, why did I use the young lady as an example? And I'm going to spin this story forward. Probably going to get some of the topics out of order, which I had them lined up tonight. But there seems to be a picture floating around on social media from an HBCU in which a Black male asked a female teacher, professor, to write him a letter of recommendation. And she was, I guess, appalled that he asked her. She refused. He needed to go ask a male. Too many other Black females, students, need her assistance. And I happen to see 2 so-called intelligent sisters, a man in that crap. That's a sexist mindset. That's a sexist mindset. Females been playing flag football since I was in high school. Thus, there are females out there that know how to play the game. There are young men, Black men, that need things to do to get off the streets. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. That's what they say. Well, what would it say about me as a man? What would it say about me as a man to have knowledge and refuse to pass it on because of gender? What would it say about me as a man to be able to open the door for someone and refuse because of gender? Now, what would it say about me as a Black man if I do that to a Black female? I don't have time for the gender wars. I don't. If you do, I have no use for you. It's just that simple. Black men, black women. Two sides of the same damn coin. It took a black man and a black woman to get your happy ass in the world. You keep acting like it didn't. Some of y'all need help because you got daddy issues and you got mama issues and you ain't never got them resolved. And you passing that foolishness off to the next damn generation, i.e. your children. To the brother that said today that my platform is built off of anger, it's not, but some things do make me mad. What makes you mad? I know what it is that makes you mad. Now I'm gonna go touch on what Jaren's been wanting to talk about since we started this video. You mad about T'Challa. You mad that they didn't recast. You pissed. You 38 hot. Join the club. You not by yourself. Does that mean that Buckmeister is wrong if he points out that that shouldn't be a Zuri? Is he wrong? Is he wrong? See, that's the other thing. Who you mad at? If you mad at Marvel, take it out on Marvel. If you mad at Marvel Studios, take it out on Marvel Studios. But you know how stupid we look, itching, griping, moaning at each other, and we all part of the same damn movement? We look stupid. Of course, there are light-skinned brothers and sisters in the fictional country of Wakanda. Of course, there are light-skinned brothers and sisters in the very real continent of Africa. Of course. Who don't know that? If you got a cell phone, I'm going to think that you smart because you got a smart device in your hand. What are we doing? What are we talking about? You knew damn good and well that ain't what he was talking about. You knew damn good and well that ain't what he was referencing. And if you're a Black Panther fan, you should care. How about that one? You should care. You should be doing your damnedest to make sure, as a Black Panther expert, they don't misspeak on this character. You were supposed to amen what Buck was doing. You should have just came in and said, you know what, you're damn right. That ain't a Zuri. That's simple. But you mad. Don't be mad at Buck. Be mad at the people you mad at. Be mad at them for the reason you supposed to be mad at them about. Then lock hands with everybody who feel like you do. Recast T'Challa. You call me a... It was funny. Thank you. I'm young. And when they say black don't crack. all I know to tell you, fam, is I turn 56 next month. That's all I know how to tell you. But I do know you're mad, though. You're mad. You got a right to be. But if you got a right to be, Buck got a right to be mad too, because y'all mad about the same damn thing. Let him carry that torch. He got the energy. Let him do it. I'm letting him be great. Let Buck be great. You seem like you got some Black Panther knowledge. Drop it on people. That's what we do in the Black Panther fan group. That's what we do in Recast T'Challa. That's what we do in the Council of Wakanda. Daryl will tell you, D-Real. Edutainment. We educating folks. That's how we move the needle. But somebody coming in wanting to have a meaningless conversation about they got light-skinned brothers and sisters in Africa, we know that. What the hell are we talking about? Oh, they got light-skinned and dark-skinned folks in Wakanda. Okay, and that's not what we talking about. What we trying to figure out is why in the hell is a Zuri my skin complexion? That's what we trying. we ain't talking about nobody else in Wakanda. We trying to figure out why a Zuri look like me. That's all. We're not talking about no other Wakandan citizen. We not. We talking about him. Why that dude look like me? I can be African. I'm not a member of the royal family. I'm not. I'm not. No, that ain't what that is. You know that. I know that. The people that did that damn video game know that. Now the question is whether or not you're gonna spend money on it. That ain't a question for me to answer. Now crazy, because somebody came in right after that, and I do we really just want to be the first ones to say something, or do we think about the stuff that we get ready to say? Say, well, how many voice actors do you know that are brown skinned? Really? The voice actor determines the complexion of the character? Let me say that one more time. So to get a T'Challa that's more in line with the character's complexion in the comic books, we gotta find a voice actor that look like that. That's crazy, because what would we be doing with the God of War? Mm. This is some good coffee. Said this after issue 10, he's headed back to the capital city because he was alerted for something. What? We don't know. Eve has put him on the path to reclaiming his throne. That's what that is. S. Janet, does he have complete access to all of his tech, though? He is bootlegging right now. Even Iron Man has borrowed tech from others when he finds it useful. Mysterium. Fall of the Mutants tie-in. This is common at Super Genius can build out of landfill. T'Challa had no problem building tech. He has more resources here than he did then. How about, let me ask this question, and I'm just throwing it out there. He was in the bidding, right? He wasn't too far from the mute zone. You know who was in the mute zone and is a wonder in technology, able to make stuff, technological stuff, look organic. Cantu. Cantu is right there in the mute zone. Sure is. Smart dude too. But then it would make me ask the question, if Cantu shows up in issue 2, and he's the one, and I'm just asking, and he's the one that's helping T'Challa, would you have been offended? And when I say you, I'm not speaking specifically to you, S. Jadis, so don't take it that way. I'm just asking a general question to everybody. How would you have felt to see Cantu show up and be the technological go-to for T'Challa? Just ask a question. Yeah, come on, you kid, but Stark Super Genius hasn't been under assault. But when did BP1 come out? 8 years, not the same. It's not, the only time I really get to see T'Challa get to be a technological wizard is in somebody else's book. I'm sitting back, and I know y'all like, no, I'm going back. Because was he a technological wizard in Ridley's run? No. Did we see him get to display any type of technological wizardry in Ta-Nehisi Coates run? He got 2. I would argue no. Did we get to see him use technology in his Deadliest Man Alive run? No, he was in Harlem, Hell's Kitchen, relying on his wits for the most part. Did we see him rely on technology in Hutland's run? Nope, not really. Did we get to see him use technology like be that dude in Priest run? No, not really. What am I saying? I'm saying that you know T'Challa to be that dude, but by and large, it's been outside of his comic. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but yeah, you get him being that dude in somebody else's comic. In his comic, I'm not doing that one. Agree about him thinking Nightshade, but he displayed his own genius many times in series from his secret identity and his high-tech setups, which I think is the question. I think we all are having the same conversation. If he was able to do all that, because remember I said it would be me that I would get on. If he was able to do all that, which he was, why did he need her? It almost seems like we just wanted to put that in there. And that's why I said, I want to say that. T'Challa has used other folks' tech before. It doesn't make him dumb. I just don't see an editor telling E to show off Nightshade's intelligence. Should he should. Nightshade, I don't think Moss even knows who Nightshade is. And that's the problem. See, what you just said, S. Jadix, why he don't? He didn't read this before it was submitted. He didn't ask the question. See, that's that thing, that thing right there. You should be on Will Moss's ass. You should be more so on him than Eve, because as the head coach, I'm not looking for the player to know what I know. As the offensive coordinator, I'm not looking for the player to know what I know. As the position coach, I'm not looking for the player to know what I know. If they did, they wouldn't need a coach. If Eve knew what she was doing, she wouldn't need an editor. She would not need an editor. See, this is us looking at the student who's coming home, who's flunking school, but they're not being taught by the teacher. I got to go have a parent-teacher conference. We got to go sit. What's going on? Well, we ain't had that conversation yet. So, disingenuous. That's why that's why I didn't do that. Because I don't think to me, it's not being disingenuous. It's asking an honest question and having honest back and forth. That's why I didn't do that. I just want us to talk to each other respectfully. So that's why I didn't highlight that. Come on, yo, what's going on, Randall Brown? What's going on? I had to pop in and see how my folks felt about the night. I was stoked for the game. I was, but I'm gonna say I probably do suffer from cognitive dissonance on certain things. This ain't one of them. this ain't one of them. Nah, that's a Zooty. I think the difference in Kevin Feige is liable to defer to Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler on the black issues. Why? I'm telling the comic book story. If I'm Kevin Feige and I know the source material, I ain't got to depend on Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler. Suppose they don't know. So that's like me saying, oh well, no, I'm probably gonna just let somebody run carte blanche with a white character. No, the hell you not. I don't care what your ethnicity is. You're not finna do what you want to do with Bruce Wayne. I don't care if you white. You could be white. You could be rich. You can have blue eyes. You can have black hair. You could actually have a ward. I don't care. You're not finna do what you want to do with Bruce Wayne. You're gonna do what's comic book. You're gonna go off that comic book. That's what you're gonna do. Well, you're a black man. I'm a black man that's a Bruce Wayne Batman fan and probably been reading comics longer than your ass been alive. You going off that? You know what? Never mind. I don't even know why I'm going back and forth with you anyway. You know what? There's another white dude that want to do Batman the comic book way. You good? I'm not gonna do that. And you know why Kevin Feige can lead them out there like that? Because that's their name. And we gonna react the way we gonna act. We gonna give Kevin Feige all the passes in the world. We gonna give them the bosses. Crazy. Because you know what we do? Not us. But you heard this. You've heard this if you worked at watch this. If you worked at a Walmart, if you walked into a Walmart, if you worked at a call center, you heard this before too many times. You just ain't used to hearing it from us. You used to hearing it from somebody that looked like Kevin Feige. Let me speak to your supervisor. We straighten up real quick then. We be talking to folks real reckless and everything, and they say, let me speak to your supervisor. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, well, Kevin Feige, the supervisor. We want to go back and forth with the cashier. The hell am I going back and forth with? We want to go back and forth with the person that's on the phone. No, that's what black folks do. They want to cuss out. No. Let me speak to your supervisor. Yeah. You can't make no decision. Let me tell your supervisor. Kevin Feige's the supervisor. Black folks, we just want Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler answer to him. It ain't the other way around. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Smith in the building? That is a fact. It ain't just her. All these editors and none of them said anything, made any suggestions or guided her on where to go. It's 3 of them. You know what that's like? That's like we come to practice on Monday. You the quarterback. You got the quarterback coach. You got the offense coordinator. And you got the head coach. We've been in the room with you all week long. We telling you what's going to work. We telling you. We telling you. We sit down. We say we all going to put a game plan together. That's what we say. Me, the offense coordinator, and the quarterback coach. We all come up with a similar game plan. You as the quarterback, you come up with whatever you want. We looking at what the hell? That would be like us looking at the quarterback, come up with his or her own game plan, and they go with that game plan, and we don't do nothing. No, that ain't how that go. That ain't how that go. We're not doing that. Good luck, young sir. Yeah, we're not doing that. The come over kid is Pepper Potts now super genius in comic. Is Happy Hogan, is James Rose. It's clear T'Challa super genius has been not the same. And hold on, let's do this. Let's do this because I don't want us to do this because y'all both love the character. Y'all both love the character. Right. Okay, so S. Jadis, I asked the question, and I think it's fair. When was the last time you saw T'Challa, super genius, be displayed in his own comic? In his own comic. I know why you feeling some type of way, but I'm able to compartmentalize like, oh, well, I ain't, you know what? This ain't unusual. You read the Black Panther comics just like I do. When do you see T'Challa conduct himself like a super genius in his own comic? You don't. You don't. And it's been more than just Eve writing this dude. That's the other thing. We want to sit there and hold her accountable like ain't none of this happened before. I can tell you right now, it's somebody pissed at Reginald Hudlin about Shorty even being here. So is Eve able to do that if the 3 editors ain't doing their job? If you're the now here's how simple it is. You're the editor. Which editor do you need to be for you to have corrected that? Would you have needed to be the assistant editor? Would you have needed to be the editor, or would you have needed to be the editor-in-chief? Once Eve Ewing passes this in to you, right? Which position do you need to fill? Now, we can talk about Pepper Potts, but I would use the Pepper Potts analogy like this. Where's Pepper Potts in the comics to where she's even relevant in the MCU? That would be my comparison right there. Where's Pepper Potts in the comics? For her to even be relevant. And for us to even look at her. For her to even have a line in the MCU. Who is Pepper Potts? See, that's the correlation. We want to take away. Tony don't need Pepper for what? What do you need Gwyneth Paltrow? What for? What comic we seen Pepper in? If you let the MCU show dictate to you how T'Challa should be viewed, then there is no point to going back and forth with that. Say that right there, because that's the thing. I think we're allowing how we feel about T'Challa to have us looking at each other. Let's stop doing that. And that was the point that I was talking to the brother today. Bro, you're mad, but your anger is at the wrong person. You're mad so much to a degree, you like F Marvel. Well, I'm right there with you. F them. F them. But we still are supposed to be able to throw a flag on the play. Y'all know how I like to do it. We're still supposed to be able to throw a flag on the play when they get it wrong. You know why? Because we supposed to be the ones that know. We're still supposed to be able to call light to it. So if Buck points out that Azuri shouldn't be light-skinned like that, that's what that is. It's not him begging Marvel. It's not. It's him calling it for what it is, because there are way too many people out there that don't know. And that's all we're trying to do is, hey, that's not Azuri. That's not Azuri. And that's it. We just walk away. They ask, well, what does Azuri look like? Now we put out some comic books. Now we tell some stories. Now we share some stuff. That's how we move the needle. But going back and forth with each other over stuff that honestly is common sense. It's common sense. Turning on each other. So quick to look at each other. Why don't we want to say something to CB Cebulski? Let me ask that question. Maybe that's the question I need. What's so pressing about CB Cebulski that we feel like we can't say nothing to him? I know Eve Ewing is a black woman and she a queen, and we call our queens bosses these days, but we really thinking CB Cebulski scared of her? Like she just, I'm gonna write what the hell I want to write, and that's it. I don't think that's the way that go. I'm sorry. I don't think that's the way that go. It's a business. I'm sorry. I don't think they're leaving this character in her hands. I just don't. So Azuri's voice acting sounded more creepy. So what you saying? Azuri gonna be Jamaican? He gonna be Haitian. Boy. Listen, y'all better be careful, because Ron say y'all can't be coming. Ron say y'all can't be coming to Florida. I don't know how he gonna tell. I don't know how you tell Haitians from everybody else. I guess Haitians got a certain look or something. I don't know, but I don't understand me. See, highlighting Nightshade, who is a genius in her own right, isn't a bad thing, because you are bringing back a character that was discarded. T'Challa is still a genius. This is true. My opinion. I could be wrong. Been wrong for, be wrong again. I'd have left that in the first issue, where Nightshade showed up. Come on, yo, because like I said, with your ears to the ground and you hearing the rumblings out there in the street, and that's why I asked the question. If I'm an editor, I didn't heard the rumblings out in the street. Oh, and listen, what? Them folks mad about T'Challa. And they say you dumbing that dude down. That's been the talk the whole day. Like, that's what people been talking about in the first Black Panther movie. They dumbed down T'Challa. Okay, well, whose job is it to know that before it's anybody else's job? It's CB Cebulski. That said, I agree with what you're saying. Come on, yo. But understanding how S. Jaddix feels, because it ain't just him that feel that way, that line would have never made it in this comic. We ain't even got to have this discussion. we way too easy to go at each other than the problem, right? We ain't even got to have. If I do my job as the editor-in-chief, because I've been listening to fans of Black Panther, this how that read. This is how that read. So y'all, because I know what's going to come. You see, make sure I get here. It says, I must remember to thank Nightshade later. This suit is very comfortable. I wouldn't put that in there. I'd have did something like this. I have to remember that this is an experimental suit that I've been working on. Let's pray that the suit is also functional. That's it right there. I got me a red pen. Take that out. Take that out. What's wrong with it? No, take that out. Matter of fact, let me help you out. Take that out. I just started working on this suit. All things considered, let us pray to Bass that it's functional. Because I listen to y'all. I listen to y'all. I don't want nobody thinking I ain't listening. I hear what y'all saying. Girl, no. Girl, no. Girl, no. We can't. Why not? Can't do that. You're not paying attention to social media? Can't do that. On the Kamoyo Kid, the problem is when MCU bleeds into other comments and multimedia, now we're suddenly T'Challa is consistently dependent on others for his tech. I agree with that, but let's compartmentalize. That's what you're mad at. That's what you're mad at. Now, let's point that anger in the right direction. That's the editorial department. mheroes@marvel.com, okay to print. mheroes@marvel.com, okay to print. Now, mind you, watch this. And I don't know who's aware of this. Have you been reading the letter pages? Has anybody been reading the letter pages when it comes to Black Panther? The reason why I asked that question is because it's easy to talk about it, but I can tell you for a fact that some of the very same concerns as Jaddix that you were mentioning, it's been mentioned in her run, in the letters page, from members of the Rock With Me Nation. Your concerns have made it over to Black Panther way before issue 10. The question is, who's paying attention? Like, damn, Theo, you can't beat T'Challa. I did say that if I had to be a Panther, it would be Azuri, just because I like how he got down. He wasn't long on conversation. I don't want to be T'Chaka. I want to be Azuri. I saw you in Wakanda. Get out. You ain't gonna get out? Okay. Well, you ain't gonna get out then. Y'all know my mindset. Invade Wakanda and get deleted. So yeah. I'm hoping it ain't that much truth to that though. Theo B, you too easy, right? That's crazy. Cause I was just like, well, I guess I can't cosplay as Black Panther no more. I got these long locks and everything. I didn't even know Azuri had locks. Did y'all know we talking about his skin complexion? We missed his whole damn hairstyle. We didn't got so caught up on the dude's skin complexion. We didn't miss the fact my dog got a whole ass. My dog got locks. Damn, that's crazy. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I know you ain't talking to me directly, but I was about to. I'm opposed to any main character bleeding core character traits to proper. No. I'm not finna ever. I don't disagree with that. we were able to have Batman and have Robin. Oh, we got Speed, we got Green Arrow, Speedy. You gave me Captain America and Bucky. You gave me the Human Torch and Toro. Like, you gave me Aquaman and Aqualad. Like, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I am. I really, I don't want you to think that. I'm picking up what you're putting down. It's just one of them things I'm like, it could be done right if the editors gave two damns, and they don't. And I don't want it to be where we either going back and forth at each other about when it's right there with the editor, or we're blaming the sisters and brothers that are writing, and we got the editor right there. Like, I'm looking at the editor like, I was going to say this later on, but I'll say it right here, right now. You know, the only entity that treats Black Panther, T'Challa, Wakanda with any type of respect whatsoever, and I mean any type of respect. Like, when I say they're like, no, hell no, we got you. We're going to hold you down. Don't you need some Black Panther stuff? We got you. It's only one. It ain't the comic book. It ain't the MCU. It's the toy companies. It's the damn toy companies. You're going to get you some Black Panther toys. Oh, don't worry about it. You're going to get you some Black Panther toys. You're going to get you some Black Panther merch. Say less. Don't worry about it. MCU, I don't know when next time you're going to see T'Challa. Get him right on screen. Hell no. Comic book, good God Almighty. Good luck with that one. Toy company, D-Real just got a new Black Panther action figure. They got a damn Black Panther mech that's coming out in the next few months. Damn near $400. The damn thing big as hell. It's a transforming Black Panther. Goes from being a Black Panther to T'Challa. They don't care. They gonna get their Black Panther money. You be like, so you mean tell me you don't want that money? Bro, we just gave you 1.3 billion. You don't want another 1.3 billion? Did you see what we did for Eve Ewing's issue 1? Yeah. You don't want no more of that change? Toy company, we want all your money. Have y'all ever seen a Black Panther Lego set? You can tell your own stories, better stories, with Black Panther stuff, merch, than you could waiting on the comic book company or the movie industry to get it right. It's damn Komodo bees right here. What we talking about? It's a 12-inch Titan. I don't even like in the jocker like that. He right there. I think Gray, him and his wife going to go pick up the 12-inch version of a Okoye. What are we talking about? It's a Black Panther. What are we talking about? No. At this point in time, this particular, what are we talking about? They're not going to get it right. Okay, they're not going to get it right. You know the story, you know the story. Tell your own stories. Black male, Black female, white. I'm picking up what you're putting down. By and large, DC the only ones that can get that right. I would like for us to direct that attention where it's supposed to be directed at, instead of chirping at each other. Because, watch this. You can't do nothing about it. I can't do nothing about it. Komodo can't do nothing about it. We don't own them IPs. We don't. Marvel does. Well, any gripe, moan, complaint we got, we need to take it straight to them. And bypass the writer all the way. You know what the writer is? That's the sales floor manager. That's the sales floor manager. That's the department manager. That's not the district manager. That's not the corporate manager. And that's who you take your complaints to. So, T'Challa uses Tech as needed, but he doesn't use it as a crutch like it will. He need that crutch after this last issue of Iron Man, because Fei Long ain't playing. I also be opposed to say Storm getting nerfed for say Oya. No, that's true. Hopefully we get some different Storm stuff. She got a comic book. Nightshade in the Luke Cage Netflix series was hot. That young lady hot. Period. You ain't seen it in the Old Spice commercial? You ain't know that was her? Yeah, that's her in the Old Spice commercial. So every time Old Spice come on, I see her. I think about going to go get me some Old Spice products only because she in the commercial. This is blaming the child and not the parent. Right there. No need to highlight everything with me. I seldom directly respond. I try to keep it part. Yeah, man. Like, man, we all love the character. I suppose I hold black talent to a higher standard. Fair. No, you now see. Watch this. This is why I say I'm loving this. I suppose I hold black talent to a higher standard, fair or not. Whereas Will Moss is a white dude who should not be named and didn't stop him. So I already view him as an enemy. Now, see, watch this. This is the way I look at it. Stay right there. Because you're not wrong. That expectation. Well, I don't expect them to do right by me. But I do expect my fellow brother and sister to do right by me. You're absolutely right. But watch how we do this, though. We expect my brother and sister to do right by us. That's what we expect. That's a fair expectation. It is. How many people that are for recast T'Challa watched X-Men 97 last night? This morning. How many people you heard complain about the character being killed off, told you to get excited for X-Men 97, and then turned around and reviewed X-Men 97, had a watch party for X-Men 97? How many? That's real. Those are real brothers and sisters, real influential brothers and sisters. They own their YouTube channel. It's their channel. They say whatever they want to on their channel. Eve has a boss. She's not an independent comic book writer. Now, what you and I would like to think is that Eve would go in there and hold you and I down as fans, hold this character down as a black character and do what she's supposed to be doing. But since we started Recast T'Challa, you've been able to see up close and personal how many black people that black is conditional. Ever since Russell Wilson went to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I can tell you I've seen where, oh, damn, it really is entertainment. People that talk positively about Russell Wilson last year talk negatively about him this year. People that talk negatively about him last year talking positively about him this year. Ain't nothing changed. Them numbers still the same. How your opinion changed? Remember I said, if y'all ever hear me start talking different, that's how you'll know. Well, if you notice, I'm not as emotional as I used to be on these videos. I don't curse as much as I used to do on these videos, and I'm not as loud as I used to be on these videos. Know why? I'm still gonna be me because I own the channel. It's mine. I'm not trying to be funny, but you don't grow. You're not necessarily inclined to grow as fast as some other people if you're not gonna be part of the get along game. You're not part of the get along game. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Respectfully, Priest and Hutland did display T'Challa's tech genius with the Komoyo card and Henry writing Wakanda security code while in battle and with shadow physics. Who came up with shadow physics? I know T'Challa came up with shadow physics. Now, Mr. YouTube, because see, I like it. I like it. And while I'm saying I like it because you're gonna make me do something that I know we don't do as Black Panther fans. Shadow physics. Who did that? Because it wasn't either one of them two dudes. And we know, as Black Panther fans, we don't talk about this guy. We don't talk about this guy at all. We don't. It's always Priest, Hutland, Coates. I don't know how we keep looking. I don't know how we keep overlooking this dude. I really don't. I really don't. I'm gonna come to the know because I'm anxious for this one because I want to see if you're gonna tell me who did, because they ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm gonna come to the know because I'm anxious for this. It was me. Yeah, there you go. We don't talk about that dude. We don't talk about. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But by and large, I think we can agree that we've seen T'Challa be at his otherworldly with other writers. Yes, you're absolutely right. We did get shadow fixes and everything like that. We also lost Queen Mother Ramona during that storyline. But anyway, so yeah, we got Midnight Angels. So yeah, but no, I'm picking up Juju. When we get 7 rings, then you can hate. Let me see. I've noticed a particular group seem to have an issue with Russ and Fields. They constantly have something negative to say. Here's what I would tell you about that. And it was something that I noticed during the college football playoffs when they started talking about Florida State. Kurt Herbstreit, Booger McFarland got pissed off about this, and I know why he did. Kurt Herbstreit and quite a few started campaigning for Florida State to not be a part of the college football playoffs when the quarterback went down. Now, they said they kept pointing to Florida State possibly getting embarrassed in the college football playoffs, just like TCU did. They kept hanging their hat on that. They kept hanging it. And I'm looking at them like, whoa. I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box, but TCU played Georgia for the college football national championship. They didn't play Georgia in the first round. That's not what happened. They played Michigan and they beat Michigan. But no one from ESPN wanted to bring that. Mind you, ESPN hosted that damn game. That game was on ESPN. Nobody from ESPN talked about it. Nobody. Not Kurt Herbstreit, not Fowler, not Stephen A. Smith, not Ryan Clark. Nobody. No, they all said Florida State shouldn't be there. And then Kurt got in his damn feelings because he got called to. No, you got called to the carpet because you lied for ESPN. And it's folks that are college football fans that remember that game between TCU and Michigan. And I'm of the mindset they remember it because you called it. If you didn't call it, you watched it. And because you are a world-renowned college football analyst, folks expected you to do better. And you didn't. You sold out for the check. Well, I can tell you right now, they're doing the same damn thing in regards to Russell Wilson. They selling out for the check. I saw a dude today on ESPN said Russell's last 3 years have been crap. Really? I saw Ryan Clark today talk about how, well, you ain't doing too good. You've been let go from 2 teams. Really, Ryan? It ain't the fact that maybe the head coach, Sean Payton, didn't like him. Russell didn't have a bad season last year, dude. You lying, and the statistics are right there. See, it ain't about whether or not I believe it or not. You really think Nick Wright feels like LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan? Or does Nick Wright just need something to talk about to get you to watch the show? This ain't no different than Disney Investor Day in 2022 when Ryan Coogler was unlawfully detained at Bank of America in January, and you didn't find out about it till March. And regardless of who you want to say something to, It could have been people that call themselves pro-black, just like, what's the dude name? Roland Martin, pro-black for his pro-black entertainment friends, but pro-black for the common black person. Oh no, you better not say nothing about the elite black. I don't know it. Denzel Washington said it best. If you listen to the news, you're misinformed. If you don't listen to the news, you're uninformed. Well, see for yourself. That's what I'm gonna tell you. See for yourself. Just see for yourself. I'm gonna keep up. I thought it was Hickman who came up with the shadow physics for the child. No, sir. No, sir. That was my boy Jonathan Mayberry. Hickman and did his thing. Nah, Jonathan Mayberry slid that thing on in there though. And don't nobody talk about that dude. And watch this. That's how I tell he's my barometer for who's red and who's not. No different than Black Panther, Deadliest Man Alive. Because I'd be like, oh, okay, that comic book is out there. Because anybody can tell you about Priest. That's a common name when it comes to Black Panther. He's arguably the most popular writer when it comes to Black Panther. So that's easy. No different than when posts like, oh, T'Challa died in the comics. He did. Yeah, he died in the comic. What comic? What comic did T'Challa die in? I wish we got more. You know what? We could, if we got somebody to be on the comics that actually cared about the comics, that knew about the comics, and would have time on the comics, and was paired with the editor that knew the comics. Ultimate Black Panther 2 is number 2. Ultimate Black Panther 1 second print is 10. Ultimate Black Panther doing nothing. Okay, there it is then. I told you. He get straight. He get down on it. Come on and get down. If you really want Brian, he go straight to the point. Ultimate is cooking, but X-Men still feels weird. I have not checked that out. I've not checked that out. I read what I read. I'm not gonna make nobody feel bad for checking that out. If you're checking it out, hopefully you're getting everything you need to get out of it. That's not where I'm at. Oh man, boy, y'all giving me a lot of energy. It's either that or this coffee. So while we on Black Panther, seeing like, what would you like from the next Black Panther run writer? And the reason why, can we go ahead and put, whatever you say right now, hit me up with that email, or make sure you hit Marvel up with that. mheroes@marvel.com. Okay to print. What do we need? Shame we can't get more of that Red Panther suit that T'Challa created to face that. Boy, look, that thing's a nice one. Hey, Hasbro, we need that 3-pack. We need a Black Panther 3-pack. We need that suit, the red one. We need Dr. Ewing suit. And we need Brian Hill's suit. That's about $70, right? 25, about $80. We paying for it. Would you pay for a Black Panther 3-pack? Matter of fact, you know what? I'll go out on the limb. Would you pay? Watch what I say now. Watch what I say now. Would you pay $125? They're not gonna do it, but I'm just asking. $125 for a Black Panther 3-pack. That red suit when he took on Kid Thanos. Dr. Ewing's iteration of Black Panther. And Brian Hill's iteration of Black Panther. And the motorcycle for Wolverine, Black T'Challa's motorcycle. Would you pay $125, $129, $99 for such a 4-pack? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. They make them, I will buy them, add them. So we got, come on, yo, we got great. Come on now. I see 18 people in the chat. We trying to do some things. I do like the recent Black Panther suit and Ease run, but I do think that Wakanda's shields and spears are missing. So special sauce, be it magical or tech based, could be the RPG. No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. When T'Challa says he's going to thank Nightshade later, does he mean? I mean, he's single. he ain't in a relationship right now. And she in Wakanda, right? Right. She in Wakanda. Yes, sir. Black Supernova said, yes, sir. 125, easy cop. Come on now. Yeah, listen, we got 18 people in here. Black Panther fan group recast T'Challa. We didn't wrote in the Black Panther, so we about action. Let Hasbro know. Squeaky wheel get the grease. Say something. You want a Black Panther? Man, say something. Say something. Say, if you about that life, you'll spend that change, say something. T'Challa in 2 issues. Brian Hill isn't even a strategic genius. That I'm just here so I don't get fined. You did just point that out, though, didn't you? And you didn't lie. You didn't lie when you said it. It's just be some stuff I don't be wanting to get into, because it'd be like, you read just like I read. 2 issues. He ain't done nothing yet except land on his feet. B.O.B. is a zooty. Man, I'm not doing that. Listen, I'm not doing that, man. Somebody used to say that. They used to say, wanted to cast Denzel Washington's son as T'Challa. And I was like, he my height. And they're like, Theo, I don't want to see no 5'8.5" T'Challa. I don't want to see that. With Theo, you don't like you at all? I like me. I'm good being me. I got me as a superhero. 5'8.5". I'm making it do what it do. I don't want to see me as T'Challa. I don't want to see that. Azuri, though, I know what I said about Azuri, but Azuri is talking that talk to Cap, though. He is talking to Cap like, boy, look. So 616 T'Challa don't trust no one. He trains to stage 2-step. You need to apply for the editor job, cause and this just be the thing to me. I can tell, and that's why I try and keep us from getting on each other like that. We care way more than they do, or at the very least, it seemed like it. And if we care, we shouldn't be going at each other like that. It seems like we know more than they do, or at least we act like it. If we know more than they do, we shouldn't be going at each other like that, because we love the character. We love the character. We want to see the character be treated right, written right, and I get it. Just like you alluded to earlier, it's been we traumatized. And I think that's the best way to say it. I saw a young lady do a video a while ago, and she was talking about how Black people in America are traumatized based on everything that they've experienced. She wasn't lying, and we've never been to a therapist. I think James Baldwin said it best: to wake up as a Black person in America is to wake up in a state of rage every day. Okay. Well, when you look at these characters, make sure I keep up with these notes real quick. You know them. You know the character, and you love the character. And you ain't by yourself. There's 18 people in the chat. We all like the character. There's some people I don't even talk to no more. We all like the damn character. Okay. Well, what do we want to see when it comes to the character? We want to see the character get treated with respect, see the king be restored to the throne of Wakanda, see the character finally be with Aurora, see Aurora finally be with him. Get that whole Franklin Richards, Valeria Richards thing. Maybe M'Baku can come back and he can be the uncle. Maybe maybe Injadaka could be the uncle. Maybe we could get where Injadaka and Shuri in the 616 wind up in a relationship together. Maybe him and T'Challa can become best bud. Maybe we can spin it forward where Injadaka becomes an anti-hero. God knows that's where Dr. Doom is at right now, and that's where Magneto is. That is the damnest thing to me. But we got to be the ones to ask for it. And we got to be the ones to make it known that we know this, and we can't spend time going off on each other when we're not the ones handling that business. We can't do that. So, because we all love the character. It's not a who loved the character the most. We all love the character. We all love the character. Now, that said, am I pressed to see the character come to the big screen? To the brother that was on Twitter today? I'm like you. I'm not pressed. I said that in a video before. I think y'all remember that. I'm not checking for them to do anything with T'Challa. I low-key don't give two damns. They're not going to get it right. What am I looking for? I just won't talk about it no more. Now, I'm going to do what I got to do as far as making sure people handle us with respect. So when you come at one of us wrong, yeah, I'm going to say something, but I'm going to do it respectfully and try and get us right back on the point that we're supposed to be talking about. Nobody's talking about light-skinned, dark-skinned people in Wakanda. We're looking at Azuri trying to figure out why Azuri looked like that. And we all got common sense. So we're going to stay on the point. It come to recast T'Challa. I probably don't need to buy another thing Black Panther related to have to be good with T'Challa for the rest of my life. I have more Black Panther stuff now at this stage in my life than I've ever had in my entire lifetime. I went out there and got that. I'm not reliant on nobody else doing it for me. When I walked in the movie theater and I saw Avengers Age of Ultron and Ultron chopped off Claw's arm, that clock started ticking right then and there. When I walked in, Black Panther and Jobu showed up, and I looked around the movie theater and couldn't nobody tell me who in the hell this dude was, I was done. Chadwick Boseman, I'm going to compartmentalize that. No differently than I compartmentalize Angela Bassett's award-winning performance in Black Panther 2. I said, oh yeah, she's coming for the Oscar. The movie was still crap. Ain't got nothing to do with her performance as an actress. That movie was still crap. Well, I don't need Marvel Studios, nor do I need the video game to do a damn thing for me. Let me stress this one more damn time because I want to make sure I'm perfectly clear on this one. Between Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, they don't have to worry about me spending my money on Black Panther, Captain America, World War II. That's not the right adaptation. And as I said today, you're never going to give me Superman with a tan. You're never going to give me a blonde Bruce Wayne. I'm not accepting that. It's my money. So if that's the video game and that's what it is, you done lost money. You put out another Black Panther game and T'Challa ain't in it, them two L's right there. I ain't got to talk about it. You won't hear me talk about it. You won't hear me promote the game. You won't. You won't hear me review the game. You won't. I'm 10 toes down with it. I'm not moving. No T'Challa, no dollar. You don't see me talking X-Men 97. Isn't that an MCU project? Do you know why I'm not talking X-Men 97? No T'Challa, no dollar. Not talking about X-Men 97. But you know folks that have got you geeked up for every MCU project. You know folks that told you them not recasting the character was wrong. You know folks that have, regardless to the point, We expect more out of black people. How many black people review X-Men 97? How many black folks got you excited for X-Men 97? No differently than they got you excited for the Marvels. No differently than they got you excited for Thor Love and Thunder, talking about Bass. No differently than they got you excited for Moon Knight, talking about Bass might show up. No differently than they got you excited for Black Panther 2, just for you to be pissed off because you seen how black men got treated. What lie did I just tell you? Just for them to turn back around later on and say all those projects were absolute crap. Speaking of projects that were crap, y'all remember when I talked about Monica Rambeau? Do y'all remember when I talked about Monica Rambeau? You remember when I talked about, asked the question, where was Frank Rambeau? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when I came on Saturday morning and asked, what could we do? Do y'all remember when I said, that's crap that they finna have Monica stuck on the other side of the universe? Y'all remember when I said that? And y'all remember folks were like, oh, it's a good movie. Remember when I asked question, why wasn't Monica Rambeau the first female Captain Marvel? Remember I asked that question? Remember when I asked, why wasn't Frank Rambeau in the first movie? Remember when I asked, why wasn't Frank Rambeau in? Remember I asked all them questions. I asked them questions. And I asked them questions for a reason. I watch a lot of damn TV. Or at the very least, I used to. And I know how stuff goes. You do too. Just one of us practicing cognitive dissonance. You seen that end scene where the female that's been in the movie with her that plays Maria Rambeau, you seen her in bit roles. You ain't seen Marvel really do nothing with her. Even with Tiana Paris, that's a reoccurring role. You didn't see her in every episode of WandaVision, did you? I know all that. They just canceled the Marvels, too. You didn't see that one coming? You didn't see that one coming at all. You was a comic book fan. You could have called it. So what are we doing for Monica Rambeau now? Mind you, I don't have to answer that question. I don't. Because I didn't go see the Marvels. And I didn't promote it. And I didn't act like anything positive was going to come out the Marvels when it comes to Monica Rambeau. Let me say that one more time. I didn't act like anything positive was going to come out of it when it came to Monica Rambeau because I had already read that plot. And when I said what was going to happen, she was going to get stuck on the other end of the universe. Who acted like they had a problem with it? Now you got this black female character out there that's on the same level as Carol Danvers, and you will see Carol Danvers before you see her on the screen again. She ain't even in the 1999 universe. And they don't know when they're going to pay that off. Let me say it one more time. They don't know when they're going to pay that off. And according to Emergency Awesome, who's seldom wrong when it comes to plot leaks, she ain't showing up in Deadpool and Wolverine. So all this, oh, we so damn happy for Monica Rambeau. Are you really? Did you think it through? That's why they want her in that damn movie. Because they weren't going to do nothing with that damn character except use her as a sacrificial lamb. And when everything started falling apart, guess who's going to be left holding the bill? The black sacrificial character. And if you watch enough programming and you're a black person, you know that already. No differently than you know who's the first person to die in a horror movie? The black person. Who's the first person to get killed in a science fiction movie? The black person. Hell, you ain't got to be 55 to know that. You got the 38 hot. Marvel has been trying to push Carol as Marvel's Wonder Woman for years. Obvious AstroTurf campaign has going on. As a comic book fan, and I said this, it's my opinion, the most interesting story arcs of Carol Danvers as a comic book character is the Demon in a Bottle story arc and her getting her ability stolen from Rogue. That's it. Other than that, to SJ, his point, Carol Danvers to us is what Power Girl is to us. And it's way too many of us that's still living. That's the thing. I be laughing because I be like, you act like the folks that was reading Miss Marvel back in the day. Not now. You act like them folks gone. We still here. You think we don't remember when she had that little red bikini outfit on with the little sash around her neck? You think we gone? We still remember that. You don't think we remember her showing up to the meeting? The Avengers supposed to be meeting the press and she drunk? You think we done forgot about that? No. You think we don't know that Tony is her AA sponsor? That's why I be like, who y'all think reading comics? It's if the kids reading the comics, it's cause mom and dad low-key might be comic book fans, they damn self. But I had those WTF questions immediately after watching Captain Marvel 1 2019. This Indeed Reels channel were the first channels I heard speak on to everyone else. They know it. And I'm gonna quote somebody. I didn't even, and I can't believe because I think the person lied when they said it. Because I'm like, damn, how many times did you hear me tell you Monica Rambeau had a father? I didn't even know Monica Rambeau had a father. How you don't know Monica Rambeau got a father? Captain Marvel came out, so you didn't, as a black man, damn, I just told myself, as a black man, you didn't look that up? We talking, you most comic book fan. You're not talking to none of your comic book fans asking them, who the hell is Monica Rambeau? What's her story? Oh, you know she had a daddy. That's all I know it takes. Not a damn thing. Monica stuck until Secret Wars. And you hoped in. Like, that's the thing. But in between time, what is Tiana Paris doing? Yes, me. That's me. In the meantime, what's she doing? We gonna give her her own Disney Plus series where we see her on the other end of the universe, or we think that wouldn't make money? We don't think a Disney Plus series with Tiana Paris, Kelsey Grammer as the Beast, and the other young lady who played Maria, we wouldn't watch that? We wouldn't watch a Photon series that's gonna have Adam Brashear show up in it? Oh, that might be too black. Maybe that's too black. Maybe that's what that is. That's why we can't. But damn, till Secret Wars, that's what I got to do. A Monica Rambeau Disney Plus series could have gave us Adam Brashear. A Monica Rambeau Disney Plus series could have gave us Dr. Voodoo. Now, those two characters coming in, and yes, they are men, I'm sorry. Carol Danvers could be in as well as America Chavez, because that's the ultimates. But then we would be looking at bringing in T'Challa, and we know they don't want to do that. But in bringing in those two characters, what then do you allow yourself to do? Bring in other characters. Well, Monica Rambeau has a storyline involving Dr. Druid. We could have brought him in. You used Moonstone from in the Photon series from 2024, written by Dr. Ewing, Moonstone could have came in. Right there, where you keep that sister relevant, you got a built-in demographic, target audience for your Disney Plus series. You got Black women and Black men. She's the star. So you got the Black female demographic locked in. You're going to have Adam Brashear, Dr. Voodoo. So now you got Black comic book fans coming. They can't wait. Then you got comic book fans who know who Adam Brashear is, and they know who Dr. Voodoo is, and they want these characters to come to the screen. Been waiting. Comic book fans who know who Dr. Druid is, like, well, y'all gonna bring Dr. Druid? Oh, I gotta sit back and see this right here. Now you paying off storylines from back in the day, or if you're smart enough, you're able to create new storylines going forward involving these characters. No. No. See, to know all that, you gotta be a comic book fan. To know that the potential for those stories take place, you got to be not just have comic book paraphernalia in your cameras and everything like that. No, you got to actually read it. Because if you don't, then you come across like Nate Moore, Ryan Coogler, Kevin Feige, Bob Iger. Now that is the epitome of being disingenuous. Disney doesn't know how to make good TV. And I don't know when that stopped, because I used to watch The Wonderful World of Disney as a kid every Sunday back in the day. I don't know when we did that. I don't come on, we used to tune in. Right after the football game. I don't know how that happened. That game is basically Flag of Our Fathers. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I'm still trying to figure out when I start looking like a Zooty. I'm sitting up here, I'm looking like a Zooty in the video game. So y'all say. T'Challa looking like me in Spider-Punk. So y'all say. Come on, yo. We need to start looking for that NIL deal for real. Because I think some people taking liberties. I think people taking liberties. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Now that I think about it, MCU has really butchered bringing in a lot of melanated heroes. No Edge or Super Genius for T'Challa. Kamala power change. Chavez, no Edge and power. Yep. And that's why I'm able to stay where I'm at. I'm able to sit back. Shout out to the X-Men comic books. I'm in Dominion status right now. Moonstone is a character nemesis. No Thunderbolts intro, nothing. I would have used it though, because we didn't get her at all. But yeah, I'm in Dominion status right now. I'm able to sit back and like, let me see. Now that I think about it, MCU is really they did that. That's why I'm able to sit back and chill. Like when you're able to sit back and just look at certain stuff, and maybe it's because I'm at this age now. It's like I'm tired. I'm tired of being asked to be entertained by stuff, and I'm not in it. I'm just not gonna do that. Ryan Coogler said he wants the movies to mirror what he sees outside his window. Well, when I walk outside my window, I see a rainbow. And no, I'm not talking about the LGBTQ flag. I see a rainbow of people. I don't walk out my door and see predominantly white. I don't. So I don't know what this is that we're looking at. And last I checked, diseases affect everybody. And when I say disease, I'm trying to figure out why the X gene acts like it's a racist gene or a bigoted gene. Like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm tired. So I invest in what I want to invest in that reps me and mine. I'm not pressed to consume X-Men content. I'm gonna buy what I want to buy. You got 3 X-Men titles coming out. I see Dr. Ewing over there with the exceptional X-Men, but I don't see me over there in that title. I won't be buying it. I won't be buying it. It's just gonna be that simple. No harm, no foul. I'm not gonna be mad that I'm not in that comic. I'm just not gonna invest in it. I'm not mad that I'm not in X-Men 97. I'm just not gonna invest in it. Now watch this. If my line drawn in the sand, see, this is why I got a question. If my line being drawn in the sand was about recast T'Challa, why am I talking to y'all about X-Men 97? I ain't the only one that said that. My line got drawn in the sand with T'Challa. No T'Challa, no dollar. Well, if that's where my line of delineation was, why would I be hyping X-Men 97? Why would I be hyping any MCU project? Fair question. Let me see here. We get back to that thing about what we wanted in the next Black Panther run. I don't think we addressed that. That is the issue. Left my ass off with Kugler. Wakanda is Afrofuturism. It shouldn't look like the real world. It's a city in the hill. I agree with that. Absolutely. Theo, they still, man, we gotta do something, Kamoyo. We gotta do something. We gotta do something. Because I ain't trying to be funny. Mannerisms too, like name, image, likeness. I need all that. I need all that. Let's talk about this thing. We're gonna keep the party rolling. Grace Jabari is back in the news. Say she's suing Jonathan Majors. Do y'all know what she's suing Jonathan Majors for? Grace Jabari. Let me make sure I get it. She's suing him for abuse, intentional infliction of emotional distress, malicious prosecution. He filed a false police report, is what she's saying, and defamation for calling her a liar. Y'all need me to? I'm gonna read that again. See, well, what we do with Mark Bernardine is let him know, hey, bro, that game gonna sit right there. Appreciate it. Don't require folks getting mad. Don't require folks going back and forth. It just requires you being a knowledgeable Black Panther fan. One, you know Azudi ain't got no locks. Two, you know Azudi is not that skin complexion. It don't require going back and forth. It once you point it out, like hey, you see this? Yep. I don't have to tell y'all what to do. You can ask me, Theo, you buying that? No. And you already know why. You ain't got to ask me why. If you looked at that photo, you saw who that was versus who it's supposed to be, and you've been rocking with me like I've been rocking with you, like I've been rocking with you, like you've been rocking with me, then you already know I was gonna have a problem with that. Like that one, you man, Theo gonna have a problem with this when he see it. Man, Theo said he was gonna buy the game. You think he's gonna get it now? Yeah, probably not. Why? Because that dude is a hardcore Black Panther fan. What? Yeah, he don't play. If he don't mind stuff being modernized. He don't. But if they take too many liberties with the source material, he not effing with that. He not. You would be absolutely right. Let me see. That Jabari woman is so lame and petty, she would lose that case. Yeah, she. So now I just want to make sure, because folks gonna come in and say what they gotta say. And listen, I don't get caught up in emotions. I just stick with the facts. He was found guilty of attempting to pick her up. That's one charge. That's one charge. That's what he was found guilty of. Attempting to pick her up. The other charge was trying to place her in the car, SUV, whatever you're in the vehicle. Pick her up, place her in the vehicle. Pick her up, place her. Them the two charges. With Theo, why does that matter? Well, there's something to be said about you suing when you're the defendant. See, Grace Jabari has limited funds. Jonathan Majors, we've been talking lately about nice people versus good people. You see how he walked away from her? He's living his best life with Megan. Now, Jabari should be going to do the same thing. But if folks have talked about Jonathan Majors' legal team and some of the opportunities that they've let slip through their hands. I don't know if you heard me say this before on this channel, but if I was Jonathan Majors, he should have sued her for defamation of character. With Theo, what do you mean? See, when you get done like this, when folks accuse you of stuff like this, you want to clear your name. You want to let it be known I'm not that person. So you sue them. You want to let it be known off the rip. You're not suing the district attorney's office. You're suing that person for putting your name out there like that in the first place. And when they don't have money like that, they usually go away. He didn't go after her first, which is why she bitter. See, now this lets me know exactly what's going on. This tells me right now, he was going to leave her for Megan. Or at the very least, he told her he was going to be with Megan. Whether she was his girlfriend or somebody he was just kicking the bobo with. She knows he was going to leave her for Megan and he wasn't coming back. And that's why she was running after his behind. You think it's a game? No, it's quite a few of us been in relationships like that. Male or female, quite a few of us have been in relationships like that. When you're beyond done, you done found something better and you're ready to move on, and that other person ain't gonna let you go. She's not gonna let him go. She gonna do everything she can to keep her claws hooked into him. He should have sued her first. Now what he needs to do, if I'm a member of his legal team, I'm asking, demanding that he allows me to file a countersuit. She will go away. She don't want his money. She wants his time and she wants his misery. She's by herself. Because ain't no man that's being with her gonna keep looking at her and she hanging on to somebody who's clearly moved on. She's toxic. She's narcissistic. And what she has not done, as opposed to talking to therapists to get the help that she needs, because Jonathan looked like he'd been going to therapy. She's been talking to people who are just as bitter and miserable as she is. Let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson. John, you need to go. I'm going to say, you need to go sue her. What's going on, Grandma? What's going on? What's going on? You need to go sue her. Kamoyo, it's almost like that's the credit they go by to give them the job. Grace family ain't broke, though. See how I ain't say her family? She ain't got nothing. Oh, she wants that pay me to go away money. She gonna get paid already. She gonna get paid. These I don't know how the hell these people are able to work on projects. They clearly don't, bro. I ain't damnedest thing to me. Like I said, I ain't never understood it, but I don't understand at the end of the day. The young lady who did the Marvels movie, she should have either been assigned to a Miss Marvel Disney Plus project, or she should have been assigned to a Miss Marvel movie. She should not have been. She should not have. I don't want to use the word allowed, but they shouldn't have been interested in her doing anything else. She's a huge Miss Marvel fan. Okay, well, that's what you are. That's what you are. Go stay with that. You like the character. You care about the character. You know the character. I'm trusting you're going to do right by the character. Don't do nothing else over here. Don't do nothing else over here. We talked about the cancellation of the Marvels too. We've talked about what happened to Azuri getting bleached. We talked about that. If I could add something else to that, man, like I said, we all Black Panther fans, and I know this gonna sound strange. It bothers me to see those of us that I know love the character go back and forth with each other. And I'm lying when I say it bothers me. It actually hurts. It actually hurts, because I'm like, damn, we on the same damn team. What we doing? What we doing? So to see my brothers going back and forth today on Twitter, and I know we all in the same game. Remember that movie? Remember that song? West Coast All Stars. We all in the same game. Y'all remember that? They're back in the day. It's kind of like the West Coast version of Self-Destruction, which, by the way, both songs are pertinent. We all in the same game, and we are headed for self-destruction. You're leaders. Folks, you looking at you to lead. That line got to be straight. That line ain't straight. You taking some other folks with you. You're a leader. Folks depend on you to be knowledgeable. You ain't knowledgeable, you gonna make a lot of folks stupid by not being knowledgeable. Well, I ain't moving when it comes to recast T'Challa. Recast T'Challa, I ain't gonna sit up here and say it all day, every day. I don't think I got to. I don't think you have to. Never got desire to hire non-fans for this big geek property. Now, that is not to say an outside perspective ain't useful, but they shouldn't dominate the writing room. This is facts. This is facts. This is absolute facts. You could tell that Donna and Raimi were fans of the characters they brought to the big screen. This is facts. Were we able to acknowledge the letters at the end of issue 10? You know what? That's a great question. Let me go ahead and do this, because I'll be forgot. You would think I would be excited, all things considered. Come in. You would think I would be excited. What's going on? Hunter just entered the room. You would think I would be excited because, well, we go ahead and do it this. And this for a day. Where we at right here? Oh, we're making it do what it do. Bitty banter. 848, gotcha. So, oh Lord, that's Hunter. That's my brother Hunter. Don't come no Wakanda. It's live down. I got Shorty. I got Hunter. I don't have a Queen Mother Ramunda, but me and Shorty do not Shorty. Me and Aurora, we do have an offspring around here. So don't. And she crazy. She crazy. So we got our own little personal content. So anyway, but Bitty banter. This is from Dr. Ewing. Hey y'all, thank you for all your amazing letters. As I prepare to close this chapter of my time with T'Challa and Wakanda, we have been flooded with thoughtful notes from so many of you. Although I generally love replying individually, this time around, I'm going to just say a general, emphatic, bottom of my heart thank you to all of you and bypass the one-on-one responses so we can print a few more letters than usual, with a couple of exceptions, which you will see below. Read this. Before we get to your missives, though, I just want to say what a joy and a privilege it has been to embark on this adventure. So to embark on this adventure with you. I hope you've enjoyed getting to know a little corner of Wakanda you had never seen before. Burning T'Chaka was on the map, but now it's on the map. I fell in love with the streets and people of this city. I know T'Challa did as well, and I hope you did too. If you did, that's thanks to the hard work of our entire creative team, Torrin Clark's covers, the pencils and inks of Matt Chater, Matt Herat, Craig Young, and Orion Jr., Jesus Arbitas and Andrew Dahlhouse's vivid colors, and Joe Sabino's letters all made this place real. I don't think I've ever gotten their names right before. With apologies for any favoritism, I have to say the best for last. Chris Allen truly set a new bar for me in terms of bringing Wakanda to life. His jaw-dropping work made this series an unforgettable ride for me, and I hope for you too. Thank you to our editors, Will Moss and Michelle Marchese, for their vision and tying it all together. And you, of course, are the best readers ever. Hope to see you in another corner of the Marvel Universe soon. So we know this is it's your team. Cheers, E. You could tell that. Let me make sure I keep up this. So we got the first letter from the Kamoyo Kid. Thank you, Dr. Ewing and crew. We, the Black Panther fan group, thank you for your contribution to T'Challa's ongoing story. You have added a golden thread to the rich tapestry of T'Challa and Wakanda itself. You have given us new characters to explore and connected our hero back to the people whom he deserves. Well done. You have our gratitude. May the adventures of T'Challa live on, and may you continue to weave tales of wonder. Kosi. Yeah, I say Kosi. That's Zosa for thank you. People say, I asked people what did they get out of the Black Panther movies. They were actually speaking Xhosa and Swahili. First movie came out in 2018. You speak Xhosa? You speak Swahili? Or just broken European English from England? Crazy what we look at. Crazy what we get fixated on. That's from the Kamoyo Kid. Then we got great morning, Black Panther team. More than anything else, as a Black Panther fan, I just wanted to say thank you. What I'm getting from Dr. Eve L. Ewing and the team is the desire to finally place T'Challa where he belongs, among the pantheon of heroes. The intricate weaving of Wakanda's past with her future, connecting new characters to old ones with details that make sense from a creative writing standpoint. Not only is it refreshingly gratifying, but I get it, and I'm here for it. Thank you for making this Black Panther comic one of the best monthly titles Marvel has to offer. Sincerely, Theo B. Gray had to call my attention to that. I'm not feeling, I guess, the way that I should feel with my letter being in issue 10. As Stevie Wonder saying, I'm not overjoyed. I'm not overjoyed. Let's see here. Though some of this MCU content is just straight bad, you know how many legal shows have been on. Night Court. Yeah, we there. Let me get here. We got somebody else. Let's see. We got the Cult of Bass Black Comet Lords chapter. Read that. Your chronicles of the adventures of our great King T'Challa on his road to self-discovery and redefinition are blessings from Bass herself. We keenly note how prior writers have addressed his introspection with T'Challa searching for himself by seeking outwardly, where your tales are searches from within Wakanda itself. This has not been done since the jungle action era of the great Don McGregor, a truly original and welcome take. Blessings upon you and your fellow creators. The Cult of Bass Black Comet Lords chapter. Okay, exception number 1. What a comparison. You all bring tears to my eyes with that one, sending you the blessings of Bass. And since we're in Biddy, the Ibis cult. Yep. Let's see here. I'm still looking. Hey, Mos, you in here? Mos, you in here, big dog. I got you. I got you. But Mos in here. Yeah. Standing ovation. Dr. Eve L. Ewing, Black Panther. Number 7 is freaking great storytelling. And if my suspicions are right for where this is heading, I'm beginning to think we may have a classic on our hands. First off, Dr. Ewing really understands the voice of T'Challa, what he would say and how he would say it. In this issue, I really love 1, the art and coloring. Shout out to Alan Chater as well as Young and Albertall. These characters jump off the page. The action. 2, in the beginning. 3, the detailed writing. And Yobi provided great counsel, and I love how T'Challa used that to push the story forward. The continued world building and use of cameos to include other Black superheroes on the Marvel roster is welcome. And it's obvious Eve is a comic head and loves these characters. Grade A+ issue, guys and gals. If I could make my wish list, I would include a pilgrimage to the intergalactic empire next, and then Eve getting to write the permanent reunion of Aurora and T'Challa. I think a woman writing that would get it right, and I know Eve knows and loves both characters. Can't think of no one better to write it. In the meantime, excited for issue 8. Biddy forever. Moshe Shabazz. Yeah. He did that. Let's keep going. D-Real. Dear Marvel Management, let me say that I'm thoroughly enjoying Eve Ewing's run on Black Panther. Lots of exploration and explanation. Her story is layered. Most definitely a joy to read. Not since the Priest and Hutland runs have I looked so forward to the mag. As a budding YouTube content provider, I thoroughly enjoy her work. Chris Allen and Mark Chater's pencils are great too. Go Chris. Long live T'Challa. Be real. Great. Hello, Dr. Ewing. I would like to say thank you for this run on Black Panther, especially issue 8. You have built this character back up, and I enjoyed what you took your time in doing so. I enjoyed that you took your time in doing so. I love that you set him in a story and setting where he could rediscover who he is and why he's important to his people, especially exile. T'Challa saying that he's more than his throne and it doesn't define who he is as a character or in that moment. A man was a great moment. I noticed that he said that is still his crown too. It's intriguing that he has a newfound sense of purpose in himself over his purpose previously always being tied to the responsibilities of his crown. And I'm interested to see how he applies this moving forward in his actions and relationships. Thanks again for setting T'Challa on stable ground, and I look forward to seeing what you have in store for Black Panther in the future. Sincerely, Great. And with that, friends, I take my leave to quote Moshe, Biddy forever. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Each and every last one of y'all deserve a handshake, a pat on the back, a thank you. Marvel can say what they want to, and people can say what they want to say. You showed up and you showed out. You wrote in. They said mheroes@marvel.com, okay to print. You did that. You didn't just talk about it. You wrote in. Shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. I know my elder is at church tonight and everything, but he wrote in. He wrote in, talked about cardiac. I thought we were going to get some issues, might have got cardiac, but you let it be known that you cared about this character and that you were knowledgeable. And I dare say in ways that probably haven't been done in a minute. Let them know. Holler back at them. Let them know, hey, what's going on? What are we doing in September? What are we doing in August? Like I said, Blood Hunt, it's only 3 issues. It's only 3 issues. Also, get it, Black Comic Lords. They will have Brian Hill on the channel, if I'm not mistaken, Friday. Black Comic Lords wants to know what questions you have to ask. You would like for them to ask Brian Hill. Hit him up. Let them know what questions you want to. Squeaky wheel get the grease. United Voices are louder voices. And it's really all thanks to you, Theo and D-Real, for being this. No man is an island unto himself. You can't do things by yourself. You can't. You can want to. A movement has never been about one person. So no, I don't take it. I don't accept it. The mission wasn't accomplished. So no, I don't. The mission wasn't accomplished, and there's a lot of work still left to be done. So no. This character still means a lot to a lot of people. Black, white, Jew, Gentile, heterosexual, LGBTQ+, male, female. Character deserves to be done right. He does. All the characters in Wakanda deserve to be done right. There are going to be folks out there that's going to mislead. Can't wait to mislead us in regards to the character. So there's still truth that has to be spoke in regards to the character. There's still a lot of work that has to be done in regards to T'Challa and all the characters of Wakanda. So I can't say thank you because that would mean I've done something. And how do you say thank you when you honestly don't feel like you've done enough? How do you say thank you? You can't, because you're not satisfied, and I'm not. I'm not satisfied. And I'm not going to be satisfied till T'Challa gets recast. It's not going to be something that I talk about every day. I ain't got to. That mission statement is still that mission statement. I ain't no different. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Y'all care. Y'all care. And everything that me, my wife have been doing have been to educate. Shout out to my brother D Real. Keep people attuned what's going on with the character. Speaking truth to the character. Letting people know that they're not out there by themselves. Hey, letting people know that there's stuff out there in regards to the character. I ain't got to consume it by myself. And you ain't got to be by yourself. We can all talk about Black Panther and T'Challa, but y'all just needed somebody to come talk to. Y'all just needed to know other folks care. We just needed to know that Black Panther fans wasn't scattered to the four corner winds. No, we, in this day and age of modern technology, it's actually real easy for us to link up with one another. So that's what that is, and that's what we did. So hold on for a second. My fault. Daughter was calling me. Had to go open the front door. But Grand Madam, I was just giving you your flowers as well. Yeah, Chadwick's legacy lives on. Absolutely. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So I really, when I got on this train, it was about when you learn about the man and you know what he was about, then you know Black imagery and representation mean a lot to him. It should mean a lot to you. It means a lot to me. So to see us represented in various ways means a lot. Having Dr. Ewing, a Black woman with a doctorate, right? A comic book with a Black male character, the Black character, the premier Black superhero, that meant a lot. Would have liked to have seen her get more time. Definitely would have liked to have seen her get at least 15 issues. That didn't happen. But I believe in looking at the glass as being half full. I don't think anybody can say that T'Challa doesn't have a fan base. I don't think that could be said. I don't think that it can be said that T'Challa has a ignorant fan base, i.e., they don't know the character. No, T'Challa's fan base, Black Panther's fan base, Wakanda's fan base, while it might not be as big as Batman's fan base, Gotham's fan base, Clark Kent, Superman's fan base, Metropolis fan base, Spider-Man fan base, while it might not be as big as those other fan bases, you know what it is beyond a shadow of a doubt, without any hesitation. It's just as knowledgeable. It's just as knowledgeable. So none of that stuff that you want to do is going to work. The light-skinned Azuri, it's not going to work. A Black Panther video game without T'Challa in it, it's not going to work. Eyes of Wakanda, Disney Plus series, it's not going to work. Any movie with T'Challa Jr., it's not going to work. And the reason it's not going to work is for the very same reason Flashpoint didn't work. I'm 55. Mr. Ray Smith is 62. Kamoyo Kid and D Real, we're in our 50s. We remember these characters. We've read them. We've retained the knowledge. Some of them we like, some of them we don't like, and that's fine. But we read. We read. And the definition of read is understanding the printed word. We understand the printed word very well. So when it comes to this character, and all the characters associated with him, you're going to do right by this character. And we're going to hold your feet to the fire. If you're not going to do right by the character, don't do nothing with the character. We'll take it from there. You see all this Black Panther, merch? We don't need you. You need us. So get it right. Keep up with these notes. Oh, man. Man, this space was created for dialogue, knowledge, and sense of self-pride. Black Panther fandom. Man, we have something. Be proud of what's been done and what's to come. I am. I want to make sure I keep my feet on the ground. I want to make sure I keep my feet on the ground, Black Supernova, and understand that I ain't no different than nobody else. And I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for my wife. So I try to keep me taking credit for stuff. I try and keep it right here. Let's stay right here. Let's stay right here. Stay humble. Stay humble. Their fan base has never accumulated one. Oh no, because we spend money. That's why I'll be looking at like, well, you know we spend change, right? Like, you know we spend money. Like, this just be me. This just me leaning in. How much money you think I? we committed to the dream, something serious. So, I mean, I don't. That's why when they talk about superhero fatigue, I'm like, what? Wait, what? Superhero fatigue? How much money did I spend in this room? How much money you think I spent on Black Panther stuff? How much money do you think I spent on? You see how high my voice is right now? How much money you think I spent on Black Panther stuff? You know the movie. I bought the Blu-ray. So I went to the movie and I bought the Blu-ray. Okay, well, that all went to the movie. How much more money I didn't spend on Black Panther? I didn't go see Black Panther 2. You know what I did with that money for Black Panther 2? Now, does it look like we don't want to spend money on Black Panther? That'd be the question. Does it look like we don't want to spend money on Black Panther? Just think about what it is. Y'all ain't want to go see Black Panther 2. That's your fault. I wanted to go see it. You see how much money I done spent on Black Panther? Do it look like I don't like Black Panther? Do it. Do it look like I don't like black women? Do it look like I don't like black women? Do it look like I got a problem buying black female action figures? Do it? No. God damn it. Why she in my house before she in the MCU? People, you don't like Okoye. The hell you mean I don't like Okoye? This is my damn second Okoye action figure. That's the first one. That's a builder figure. You know how many action figures I had to buy to build her? The hell? Come on, we don't. With us, brighter days, without us, darker nights. Without us, brighter days, without us, darker days. They can get the guidance and consultation or ignore and keep flopping and lose. Hey, listen. A sweet chunk of change. Yes. A sweet chunk of change. So don't ever think we don't want to spend money. We want to spend money. You just, I don't know what you got going on, and it ain't even I'm spending money. I'm spending money on Black Panther. Let's keep going. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Leave y'all with this. And this is going back to my brother Juju, him and the other guy today. Like I said, I get it. Both of y'all love Black Panther. Y'all do. But we sitting on the hill. We on the fence. And what do I mean when I say that? Well, it's on us to call it out. It's on us to call it out. Buckmeister, Juju, or anybody else is not wrong for ever calling out inconsistencies when it comes to Black Panther product. They're never wrong. You're not wrong if you call it out. You're not. You're supposed to call it out if you know it. No differently than me as an X-Men fan. If somebody comes to me and they say, man, I love X-Men the First Class. What you mean? The comic book. Do you know who the First Class is? It's my responsibility to educate the X-Men person who doesn't know any better. Because I do. I do. What I look like letting somebody that says they like the X-Men. That's somebody telling me that. What do I look like as an X-Men fan letting somebody who says they like the X-Men go out there and say something stupid? Oh, you say you like the X-Men? Oh, man. Chop it up with them. Let them know. Hey, pop, 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 pop. Now you got your X-Men fan. Really? Not somebody that's... Because think about this for a second. They don't care. If you're able to articulate that Marvel doesn't care, then you should be absolutely ecstatic that there's somebody who does. Let them point it out. And let them keep fighting that fight. You ain't got to. But don't ask somebody to give up on something they believe is worth fighting for, because you wouldn't want somebody asking you to do that. And just because you don't have it in you to do so, don't begrudge them for it. Let them go be great. Buckmeister puts out a comic book, a digital comic book, and he carries that flag proudly. It's on his chest. It's on his sleeve. Don't take it from him. Don't make him feel bad about it if you're a Black Panther fan. Because there are enough that aren't Black Panther fans that go above and beyond to make him feel like crap about it. No, you're a Black Panther fan. You care about this character. Cover him, uplift him, and encourage him. Do not take out your frustrations with the MCU on him or anybody else that loves this character. You're doing their work for them. You're doing their work for them. United we stand, divided we fall. It's just that simple. We Black Panther fans. That's it. That's it. For me, I don't know what else you need, but for me, you say you're a Black Panther fan, we love this character, you feeling some type of way they killed the character off, that's all we need. We ain't got to have the same skin complexion. We ain't got to have the same hair texture. We ain't got to have the same gender. We ain't got to be from the same sex. We don't need none of that. All we need is our mutual love for the character. That character, that type of love right there, watch this. If you love that character, I don't know how we miss talking to one another. Because we're supposed to exude certain qualities from that character, because that's our character. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, listen. Listen, I'm out. This has been enjoyable. It has. I hope you've gotten from it what I would have liked for us to have gotten from it. First of all, shout out to each and every last one of those who wrote in to Dr. Ewing, Black Panther, whether you made the letter page or not. Shout out to you for putting your best foot forward. Shout out to those who are getting this knowledge, retaining it, and sharing it. What I would like for us to do is do what other folks do. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. What I would like for us to do, it's going to sound crazy when I say it. I'm going to use this word. I would like for us to start indoctrinating our children. I would like for us to start indoctrinating our children no differently than other folks indoctrinate their children with other heroes. So if we got children, grandchildren, let's start familiarizing our grandchildren with Black superheroes. whether these black superheroes come from DC, whether they come from Marvel, or whether they come from independent. We got comic books. We got grandbabies. Let's start the comics that we can. Let's start reading them some bedtime stories. Let's go get the books that's got our favorite heroes in them so that our children, our grandchildren can start to see value in themselves, so that they can see themselves as the superhero, so that they can see themselves as the king and queen, as opposed to the B and the N word. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, click, like, share, subscribe. This has been a blast. Now, I ain't saying, I'm just saying, but what you say, Theo? You have created a new tribe based on the love of Black Panther. If that's what that is, that's what that is. I ain't mad at that. Listen, so my brother D Real, and happy anniversary. Kamoyo, you got an anniversary coming up too, right? Happy anniversary to you. I'm hoping everything goes the way that it's supposed to go tomorrow. Because if it does, ooh, if it does go the way I want it to do tomorrow, this unboxing tomorrow is going to make me feel good in a lot of different ways. It's something that's going to make me feel good. I'm going to have to do something with the other wall, this wall over here. I'm going to have to do something. All I'm going to say is, when it get here, if it come tomorrow, it should be here tomorrow, I'm going to have to start breaking out my Valorverse and my G.I. Joe action figures, and they're going to have to be on full display like these superhero action figures. I ain't going to tell y'all what it is. I think Kamoyo know. Gray might know. I ain't going to tell y'all, but click, like, share, subscribe. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.